So today we're with Women International Master Diajeng Theresa. And how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and I feel very relieved that today is the 13th day and also the last day of the tournament. So, despite of the results or anything, the first thing that I feel the most is the relief of the end of the tournament. It's like it feels so relaxing, and yeah, I mean I could food tastes different on the last day. Like I can eat relax, and not thinking about the next games and the preparation or stuff. So it's just empty on my mind, and I'm very ready to go home.
Yeah, usual chess player stories. Yeah, when there's a long tournament towards the end, you feel so relieved. You want to go back home, but you're also like, okay, everything has been good so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was this event in general for you? Like, how do you like the organization part? How was the performance? Like, to sum it up.
Okay. First of all, the organizer has done a very wonderful job, I think, in this tournament, and also as expected, because this is a world event. Yeah, this is a very prestigious event for the World Junior, and the first time I heard that India will be hosting this event, I know it's gonna be good. That's also why I decided to play. Also because this year will be my last time to be able to play in this event, because I'm 20 years old already.
Yeah.
But when it comes to performance, I think I played okay, and I learned a lot, and also this is my third event actually. I was in Dubai, in UAE for a month. I played Dubai Police Open, and then Sharjah, and then I didn't go back home. Direct flight from Dubai to Ahmedabad. So it's the third event, and maybe my stamina is also not in the best form, but yet I did my best, every day, 11 rounds, and a very long time format, 5 hours, 6 hours game every day, and I think that it's very good for practice, and to make me to increase my strength, not only chess theoretically, but also in building a good habit, because every day I have to really think about my routine. Like every day round is at 3, and I'll spend 5 hours on the game, so I have to literally think, manage my time well, when should I prepare, when should I eat, when should I sleep. And I think after this tournament, I become better in managing my time in tournaments. Yeah.
After this long and rewarding journey, I'm sure you learned a lot of things. You also learn how to manage your time, and also staying away from home is very difficult. It might look glamorous on the Instagram stories, but our friends don't know that it's a big struggle. You don't have your routine. You are from one country to another country, one hotel to another hotel, and it's such a terrible task of packing up and your laundry and everything. So the glamour part of it is something, but as a chess player, I can relate that it's really tough too. And I applaud you for this effort, and I'm so proud of you that you have been able to do that. And so I want to know, you're already 20, and now I think you've been playing chess a lot. So what are your goals, and how are you looking at chess?
Okay. How do I look at chess is okay. Chess will be forever part of my life, because I have been growing up, as chess player, and also it's kind of family thing, maybe, because my sister is an IM. She is the first WGM and first female IM in Indonesia, and she is fighting for the last GM norm. So, and then my brother is an FM, and me, I'm a WIM. So
entire family is titled.
Yes, entire family. And my dad was actually a national table tennis player. So sport, I think, is in my blood, and the way I see other things outside chess also, I think the fundamental is also from chess, chess teaches me a lot, and formed the way I think in other things in life. It teach me also about process, about taking decision, in other areas in life. So for me, like chess gives me identity and really formed the way I see life in general. And when it comes to technical part, okay, I was playing chess since I was 4. I've been playing chess since I was 4, and then now I'm 20. I'm a WIM, and coming from Indonesia, which I can confidently say I think chess is growing good there. Like chess becomes more popular, and more people play chess now, more kids, and I think that is also one of my missions. One of my tasks, I can say, to promote chess more, so that I'm thinking about the regeneration already, because I want my chess from my country to do good. So, but personally, my goal in my career in chess, I want to be a WGM, of course, because I'm a WIM with 1 WGM norm, and I'm working on it. Also, I know it's not like an overnight success. Like it's not an overnight work that you're about to have exam tomorrow and you just read all the materials overnight, and you might get lucky on the next day and you can memorize everything on the exam.
Yeah, it's a longer journey. It's a battle.
It doesn't work like that. And also that's why I came to India a lot of times. Actually, I played 5 tournaments in a row from December to February this year in India, which are a lot of people also like wondering in Indonesia, like, why you keep on coming back to India? It's not like you're increasing rating. It's not like you come back and win any prize or anything, but why you're always coming back.
And India is not the best place to play if you're wanting any rating or anything.
Yes, exactly. And it's not that I am not aware of that, but I have also my own view in the way I see stuff, I also played Dubai Police last month, and also Sharjah Challengers, which are very tough. Like you cannot find weak players there,
Mm-hmm.
And I played in the same room with like to 700 GMs, best players in the world, So why am I doing this? And do you think I have sponsors? No. And why am I doing this? Is this because, as I have also mentioned yesterday in the chess-based interview when Aditya Sura interviewed me, this is as my respect towards chess. Okay, chess has given me identity. Chess has given me so many things to learn. Memories, and also chess is like a big part of my life. Like chess has made me become who I am today. And then I also have goals from chess, and and chess is my profession. I play as a chess player in my country for leagues and stuff. So I actually gain a lot of things from chess, and I'm still gaining from it. So I believe in the principle of take and give. I believe if you respect something, if you really want something, like sincerely, genuinely, it will come back to you. So I gain from chess, I take, but I also give back to chess. Like I just don't see like, okay, I have to play tournaments that I can win, but that's also true. Like of course I can win, but I want to increase my quality. I want to increase my strength.
Correct.
I always have the desire to play better chess, just my respect for chess. And also growing up in the like sport family, it's just like my very basic principles. I think that my parents teach me, so I'm enjoying the process now. Even though I work on it and stuff, I never like compare myself to anyone, because I believe like we all have our own journey, And also like coming from the country that the chess culture is not as strong as in India. And also geographically it's very far. Indonesia is very far. If you see it on the maps, like it's near from Australia, you know. So whenever I go to Europe, whenever anyone goes to Europe, it's a big deal for us because like it's like 12 hours flight, you know. And the expenses and the time and everything. So oftentimes if I go to Europe, it's like 3 months thing, you know. If I get 3 months visa, I will just make the most out of it because like it's a big deal. So there are a lot of factors. First thing, geographical factor, of course. By having that kind of you know, like
isolation from the world.
It's like
it's an island,
far away from, you know, like this the what's happening in the chess world, like you know. For example, maybe if I'm living in Europe, then there are tournaments and I can just take 3 hours train anywhere, you know, to a neighboring country. There will be tournaments every week, you know. And in Indonesia, but I don't see it as an obstacles. And also the second thing is it's not so many like chess is not as popular like as in India, you know. So sponsorships also very limited, very limited. And so like of course by having all these factors, even if I don't see it as an obstacles, I have realistic goals, right? And I think I'm doing quite good, you know, with all of this, and I am a WIM now, and I'm working on having WGN.
Congratulations on that. I'm so proud of you for doing that.
I just get it last year.
Yeah.
Actually. And then and then the way I see it is like, once again, I respect this sport, so I keep on doing it. But also like I do other things as well. So I don't like chess is part of my life, but not like my life, you know. And I like to do other things as I commentate in the World Junior Rapid and Blitz, FIDE World Junior Rapid and Blitz last year in Italy, Sardinia. And also I learned foreign languages, you know. I have interest in other things, you know. So that's also one thing about me, like I do a little bit of everything.
You sing so well, and you also play piano.
I also wrote some songs, some chess songs actually a whole album. I will release it soon, maybe.
For you, but as a person, when I saw you in Bhubaneswar, I think that's the first time we met. And last year,
I think this month last year.
Last year, exactly. Yeah, it's been a year. And what I saw was you're this jolly person, very happy all the time. You make everyone happy around you. Even if you're losing a game, that was a tough tournament for even me and you. And the weather was very harsh on us.
Oh my God, yes.
Right? We cannot.
It's Bhubaneswar in summer, June.
And even the humid and everything. But my point is, like, whenever you were losing, you were very disciplined to come and save the game every time. And then you were, of course, upset about losing, but you regardless were happy in some time, and you were taking, you know, some positive feedbacks about the game, and you played the tournament till the very last. Like, I think I did not complete it because I was not feeling well, but you're a true fighter. And that's what I saw from there, that you have this personality where you can quickly bounce back and you want to fight throughout the very end. So that was already very impressive. That's the first time when I met you. And that is what I can see till this time, because this tournament also there was ups and downs. And every time I see you, you were just smiling, being the happy soul you are. And this is a very beautiful thing. It's not very easy for everyone to do so.
Great.
So it's an amazing quality you have.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And you also mentioned about your sister, I think Irene. She's not only one of the top Indonesian players in women, but in general Indonesia is one of the top players. And also I think a very strong female player across the Southeast Asia, let's say, or even Asia.
She won Asian Continental twice.
So very strong player. And growing in the family, sometimes people might consider that it's easy, that you get support and everything, but it's also sometimes challenging to you live up to the expectations and so on. So that is also one side. And growing into a family where your parents were also having the sports background, it also have fair bits of challenges, but you highlighted the positives of it, that you got the good upbringing. That also shows your very positive side.
I mean, it took time for me, of course. Like it's not like I'm born and I'm 20 and I'm wise. There were times when I have a lot of internal battle about it. I mean, not that serious, but it's just like by having all this privilege. I mean, people can see it as privilege, which I see it as privilege. Of course, I'm very grateful to have like siblings who have gone down that road, so that can guide me. But the other thing is, of course, like there will always be comparison, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I mean, we support each other very much.
Yeah.
And I support her, like like there's no doubt.
Yeah.
But thing is, it took me time to become like my own person.
Correct.
I think I'm still taking my time, but thing is like to be like comfortable in my own self,
Yeah.
and realize like what I want and what I do, and the reason why I do it. Because first time I started playing chess, I started at 4, and at 4, what do you know? I couldn't even read that time, but I already know how to play pieces on board. So it's not, but I'm so grateful, that I started early, and so like I can play better than a lot of people at my age back then. But when you started that early, I think this is also the problems that a lot of prodigies facing now. You don't really know like yourself, because you didn't have time to actually see the world and choose what you want.
Sometimes your world is confined to those 64 squares.
Yes. But at the age of 16, I think I have like opened my mind, and I let myself like just think and find my own reason why I do this. And once I found like the purpose behind it, I mean that comes from my own heart, from within, not just because the surroundings. It becomes even more better, So I was a WFM since 2018. And then I didn't quite make such visible improvement for 5 years, and then until I actually fix like all this internal
Battles.
questions and stuff, like actually giving myself answers and find the purpose of anything that I do, and it got better, and that's where I become I get my WIM title. So I think it's also very important, for every sport persons to like give time to yourself, to actually like feel the world around you, not just stick with it,
Yeah, so when you started, you were 4, and contrary to that, when I started, I was already 17.
Oh.
So for me, like I was pretty much clear that I really love this game. That is why I can bet my life on it, because I'm 17, I've started. So I can understand what you're saying. Once you're doing it since forever, you don't really remember why you're doing it, how much you love it. It's like a routine to you go play tournaments. But of course, I could not improve as fast, and you don't have the infrastructure. But one thing was very clear, that I improved quickly because I knew that there's the only option I have. And that's like every tournament was very, very serious for me. So I can understand what you're saying, and it is a very beautiful, nuanced point which I have never really thought of. Like the kids, because we have many students who are very young, but sometimes they get used to this whole regime of going to the tournament, doing a mediocre performance, sometime good, sometime bad, and this is a circle, right? You have to break through it, and very well put.
And also I have some students, sometimes I coach, but not so much lately because I have like tournaments going on. Other than chess itself, I also like sometimes give some sessions like to take care of the psychological side, because I think chess is like 40% psychology. There is a famous quote about it, and I really agree, because when actually I feel good about myself, I feel confident, even though I don't prep so much theoretically, but I can play good.
Correct.
But when I prep like the whole night, when I did preparation, all the lines and everything the whole night, but I don't actually feel good and confident with myself, I cannot play good. So actually psychology like plays a big role in
very
chess.
big role.
And this is just like about maybe daily mood swings. Maybe sometimes you feel good, sometimes you feel confident, sometimes or not. But the more like permanent stuff is like, how do you see chess, you know? If you don't have like a proper reason about it, like, I mean, after like I've been playing chess for a long time, at some point I feel like, okay, so this is what I do in my life. Like, I'm just thinking about these 64 squares, you know? When people at my age, when I was 18, graduated from high school, they go to med school, they go to law school, I was thinking they actually like doing something, you know, that contribute to the world. Not that I'm not, like, I'm also contributing to the world by chess, but I mean, I was, when we were young, you know, like, of course we have like a lot of things going on in head, you know, and this kind of things, you know, like, we have to like sit with ourselves and find the reason, you know. And once I like realized that, okay, in chess you can do so many things. Chess, when you learn chess, you also at the same time train on, you know, all other skills, you know, in your mind. And also through chess I can do a lot of things. I can spread like positive words. I can you know, express myself. I can commentate, you know. So I can inspire people. Yes, and I can inspire people, the youngsters in my country, you know, to have like a positive, good activities, you know, skill chess, you know, other than maybe it's better to spend time on like playing chess than like scoring social media, right? Yeah, so actually there are so many positive sides, you know. Yeah,
correct. So the positive impact you're putting and also the vision you have is commendable. And now tell me something about DJ, like is not commonly known, something about you, like which is not commonly known.
Okay, so actually I'm also well known as DJ Theresa on my Instagram, because I don't know, I made that name like a long time ago, when I was in middle school, because my name is Diajeng, so people call me DJ, and your name is Chandrajit, and people call you CJ, right? Maybe so okay, something about me, I think I was a very extroverted person. Maybe I still am, but I think growing up it changes a little bit, because the more you know the other side of things, you know, the more careful you are, and the more like not very, you know, free you are, you know. So maybe like I was very extroverted back then, because like I was still young, I was naive, I don't know like many things. But now that maybe it can also like being too careful also not very good. So like I'm now like trying to get balance, you know, like I want to be myself, but of course like in the positive way, and I always try to like become like a positive person and inspire people. I want people to remember me as someone who is spreading a good vibes around them, you know. That's also why you ask me that why am I always like, even after a bad day and stuff, you know, it's not that I'm not upset, you know. I'm also human sometimes, like I just, you know, exhausted and stuff. But I think I think a lot about how I want to be remembered, you know, not just now, but when I'm old, you know, and when you know, how I want to be remembered. And this is also what I'm working for, you know. I'm doing all this is of course to leave a legacy, you know. I want to leave a legacy so that maybe like the next generation, my generation, maybe like my kids, my grandkids, you know, will remember me as how I want to be remembered.
DJ, granny DJ.
DJ, yeah. I mean, like this is the reason of what I do, you know. And that's the big goal. That's a long-term goal. But the simple goal is just like, okay, I want to like give like a positive impression to people, you know. And I think like how we interact with people on daily basis, it really matters. Like even a small interaction can make anyone's day better. So I'm trying to like, if you can make anyone's day better, why not, you know. I think it's my pleasure. So that's why I'm always like I have this, you know, jolly positive you know, character.
And at the age of 20 you have a lot of clarity and a lot of maturity, which is not very usual. So kudos to you for that. And I think chess, when you travel alone, when you at an early age you're more responsible, you're mature, you meet so many people, you get more mature as a person. That I've seen across people, and that I can clearly see in you as well, that there are many things like you have to take care of yourself, your stuff. Then in a new country there's a new language, there are new people, new sort of scams sometimes. You have to be careful and everything.
And so far I have been traveling to 21 countries, and some countries I visited multiple times, you know. like Malaysia, maybe I visited like 15 times or stuff. And I have been traveling alone since I was 9. And so yes, and on my Instagram, I kind of quite active, sharing my activities sometimes. Yeah. And one more thing that you have also mentioned, you know, like people can see always just the glamour, you know, especially people who are not chess players. Like, oh my God, you're living a perfect life. You know, I just saw you arrive in Jakarta yesterday, and now you're flying back. You're flying back to other countries, and you're living this jet life, you know, Bon and Clyde life, you know, and. Yes, of course, like that's what we show on Instagram, you know. It's not that I want to you know,
create a fake personality.
No, but
yes. Of course, sometimes you cannot post all and everything, but you just want to be happy, you want to share your memories, but it can come across as it's a very glamorous life. Of course, we have our fun as well. We can't say it's really bad, but that will be lying that we're not having fun here. So the glamorous part is definitely there. We are having fun. We are at the world event. We're seeing so many countries and whatnot. We cannot really complain. But the thing is that there are also challenges to it, and it takes a lot of courage and a lot of, even I think health wise it's very detrimental if you eat different things, you drink different water across the countries. Sometimes your body
different
just
kind of food, you know.
You cannot really have a workout routine, nothing. You have been working out here somehow, but you cannot maintain it everywhere, right? There are rounds and everything, so it takes a lot of effort, which I think people should know, because people think that even for the top players, they think that it's such a glamorous life traveling all around. It is a mix of both. Like
I think the better you are in chess, it's
more
at some points the more difficult.
Definitely being at the top is not easy, of course. And so we had a lot of discussion, and we got to know the other side of Theresa, which is not usually there. We have been talking chess and everything. Recently also sang for Chess Base India, and I have heard you singing. Like you are such a nice singer, amazing singer. Even you share a lot of clips on Instagram, so that we already know of. But today we explored another side of Theresa, where she discussed about a lot of things. And how was your experience in this interview?
In this interview, it was nice. It's very relaxing. And the setup is nice, and you are such a great host. But you should make your own podcast.
Yeah,
and you should invite me again next time.
Yeah, definitely. And we can invite many chess players and so on.
And I like to talk about chess that is like you know, not oftenly like talked about, you know, especially about inside part, you know, not just only on the board, like if interview like talking about openings, you know, like that. What's happened on the board.
Yeah, correct. And because I see many chess players are also people, and that their stories should be explored, and that can give much more inspiration. Like while growing up, I wanted to know that how Carlsen is thinking, or how all these players who are maybe not as far as Carlsen, but somewhere around us, maybe an inspiration. How do they think? How do they feel uncomfortable, insecure at points? We're not invincible, right?
And I really respect chess players on every level. You know, because they sacrifice a lot for it, and they work very hard, you know. And
for them to know that Theresa, who they truly love, they follow, they fan, she's also not invincible. She also feels insecure. She has her challenges,
of course,
and we all do. And but I hope you had fun.
Yes.
And I think we're running a little bit short of time. But I would love to have another interview again. Of course. And I'll see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, CJ.